when you spoke about the microbiome, and it's in the soil. And, you know, now we buy tablets that have soil in them, literally, and we fecal transplants is becoming more popular press, or we're speaking more about it due to the state of the community's microbiome. And then I go, what about probiotics? Because, you know, there seems like there's good research, and when you're seeing your clients, are you, when people don't have that connection to the land, are you prescribing, so to speak, probiotics to help people to increase the quote unquote good bacteria in the microbiome? Are you looking at supplementation like that?
No. So probiotics, I'm not sure what sort of a place they've got. They are getting better and better. A lot of the probiotics don't survive the acidic environment in the gut. It's a very hostile environment in the stomach for it to make it down into the colon, which is where they need to get to. It's more about removing some of the negative aspects of food that then have an impact on the gut microbiome. And one of the biggest factors is the most widely used pesticide in the world, which is glyphosate or Roundup.
Yeah.
This is a well-known antibiotic that 60% of the gut microbiome is sensitive to. So rather than buying and utilizing probiotics, I would rather that patients or clients remove the sources of glyphosate from their diet.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a much more sensible way to do it. And then you can use probiotics in conjunction with that. But I think the body's got amazing capacity to heal once you remove some of the offending agents, and removing this chemical-based way of eating probably is the most beneficial way from my humble perspective.
Yeah, it's almost like a redirection of resources. Instead of, in Aussie dollars, I don't even know how much probiotics are in Australia, but let's say instead of spending 30 Aussie dollars a month on probiotics, maybe take that 30 Aussie dollars and look at spending it on vegetables and plant-based foods, and even animal products
Yes, absolutely.
that haven't had the exposure to those toxins that decrease the health of your microbiome.
Absolutely, yeah. Animal-based foods are still a health food. You know, they've really copped a bad name over the last 60 years.
My God, far out. Yeah.
Yeah, the reasons behind it are very sinister, and I think the people should pop out of the cave and actually understand their own history to know that for the longest time we have been hunters, we have been gatherers of food, we've been farmers, we have farmed animals. That the human brain expansion was driven by this huge consumption of seafood and animal fats that drove brain expansion, that drove complexity of the way we thought. Animals or foods coming from animals were a big part of that journey, but people are so disconnected from their own history. How can you how can you know that meat is not a health food unless you're on top of your own history? And this is what we encourage, that people spend less time filling a void, which often arises in their life, and more time trying to fill that void with knowledge of what we are, understanding the nature of our reality.